All right. Everybody. Yeah. Hi, my name is Sharfers, and I have not run this game in a while, but this is real good. I'm really excited to play this. This is Life is Strange. It's a action adventure, a visual novel. So from like 2015. It's an episodic one. The full speed run of this is 5.5 hours long, which is a little too long for a weekend marathon. So I'm running just the episode 1 any percent IL, which is more like 50 minutes long, 48 minutes long. And so with that being said, I have a lot of downtime. I have a lot of downtime in terms of lots of cutscenes. All the cutscenes are unskippable, so I'll have a lot of time to talk about the game and all of the other stuff while we're playing. So with that being said, time actually starts a little bit into it, so I'm going to hit new game and then I'll count you guys down. I'm going to count you guys down as I'm about to take control of Max, so I'll just hit new game now. So yeah, this speed run is very stupid because it's mostly just picking the correct dialogue options so that the conversations are as short as possible. And one of the characters says hella a lot. Hopefully this isn't too loud. This is the loudest part of the entire game, is the first 20 seconds of it. So we start in media res, and Max, our main character, our protagonist, is waking up in the middle of a storm that she doesn't understand. Hella. This is one of my favorite games of all time, and it's very on brand for me that this speedrun is awful, and I love it so much.
I'm trapped in a storm? How did I get here? And where is here?
Alright, we're about to take control of Max here.
Wait,
let's see here.
There's the lighthouse.
Alright, I'm gonna stake in 3, 2, 1, go! There we go. I never count myself down. So here we are. We are walking to the lighthouse. We have no what's going on. And there we go. I have some really optimized movement there. I was using the run button. What happened? What happened? Is it broken? Is it broken? All right. So I was using the run button there. RT. Pepsi Man, absolutely.
So surreal.
And here we are in art class with the hunky, dreamy Mark Jefferson as our photography teacher right there.
Everything's cool. I am okay.
This is the first of many cutscenes that we'll get here.
Now, can you give me an example of a
So
photographer who
here's our main antagonist. Her name is Victoria, at least for episode 1. She's the main antagonist. So the point here, so we've looked at our terrible selfie and taken a new one here.
I can hear the class laughing at me now.
I believe Max has taken what you kids call a selfie. A dumb word for
There's a really bad pun coming up, so I'm just going to stay quiet here.
Max has a gift. Of course, as you all know, the photo portrait has been popular since the early 1800s. Your generation was not the first to use images for selfie expression. Sorry, I couldn't.
Selfie expression. Okay, so that's maybe the worst pun in the whole game. So this speedrun is basically picking the best dialogue and basically knowing when to mash buttons. So I'm now mashing the B button because I know that the B button is the fastest response here.
What's the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
So yeah, minimizing dialogue is what you want.
But I kind of forgot.
You either know
So
this or
the
not.
side effect,
Is there anybody here who
this
knows their stuff?
Victoria does. Don't worry. The side effect of not talking to people as much as possible and having short conversations is that Max is basically the worst version of herself in this movie.
Sad face.
Very good, Victoria.
And now we can just mess around
Learning process,
because we have a little cutscene here, but we have control of Max. There's a bunch of things we can interact with here, but we're not going to interact with any of it because it's, you know, fast. And so I'm going to try to clip into Max's head here. Let's see. Almost. I almost clipped into Max's head there. That's not usually a fun little thing to do. So now what we're going to do is we are going to... We had a really bad dream, so we're going to go to the bathroom and sort of wipe our face down a little bit.
Taylor, don't hide. I'm still waiting for your entry too. And yes, Max, I see you pretending not to see me.
This is basically Pepsi Man. I'm holding down the run button once again to walk all the way to Mr. Jefferson here, and we're going to interact with him.
Excuse me, Mr. Jefferson, can I talk to you for a moment?
Thank you guys for donations for the
No,
kids.
Victoria. Excuse us.
Oh,
Never let one of photography's
just as a word of warning, there are some swears in this game, and you can see them in the subtitles. So just like as a word of warning, the first one's coming up pretty soon. So I just wanted people to know that would happen.
But life won't wait for you to play catch up. You're young, the world is yours, blah blah blah, right? But you do have a gift. You have the fever to take images, to frame the world only the way you.
So after this long pontificating, you know,
all you need is the courage.
a Pepsi makes you feel better. Yeah, dog eat a Pepsi.
Separates the artist from the amateur.
Frick. All right, so now we're gonna head to the bathroom, but first we're actually gonna get opening credits for the game. So 4 minutes in, this is as fast as you can get into the game. 4 minutes in, we actually get credits. So that's what we're gonna do now. So we're gonna sit through the opening credits. There we go. So yeah, so basically Max is the worst version possible of herself. Yes, and also yes, there's a non-zero chance that a VOD gets muted because of this song. But you never know, it happens like half the time. They gotta show up in the subtitles, absolutely. It's very important. There's tons without subtitles. That's actually fair. So yeah, so a little more about the game itself. This is an episodic game that was published by Square Enix in 2015, episodically. So we have control of Max once again here. Look at that, episode 1, Chrysalis. Does anybody know what this means? I actually owned the soundtrack on vinyl, and it was not cheap. All right, we looked at that Missing Girls poster. Let's see if I can beat this guy to the wall here. Yeah, we did it. So we look at that missing persons poster of Rachel early on, so we're not forced to look at it later when we actually leave the building.
Nobody can see my mouth.
So that's part of the routing of this game. There's major routing. All right, I'm gonna tip the camera down just a little bit so I don't accidentally look at in the mirror, and instead we're just gonna look at and use the sync. The butterfly effect is the entire theme of the game. Literally, it's coming up. There's a swear coming up right here.
Just relax.
Help.
Stop torturing
Hold on.
yourself.
Hold on. There's a swear coming up
You
here.
have a
Hold on.
gift.
Guys, hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Fuck it.
There it is. So, we've broken the seal. Everything's fine now. So we are going to take a picture of a butterfly. The imagery here.
Closes, a window opens. Or something like that.
So we're going to take so the thing that this game does is the imagery is a little...
Get a photo up like this.
It's a little on the nose. Yeah, maybe. How about I will donate $5 for every swear in the game in the first episode. If somebody keeps track of it, so let me know. This is all. I haven't actually run this game in a little while, so I'm gonna be a little bit rusty, but that is okay because I adore running this game. It's a fun up to 1. Whew.
Don't stress. You're okay, bro. Just count to 3.
So this is another cutscene. I always bring snacks. I bring snacks whenever I run Life is Strange, especially a full any % run, because it's 5.5 hours of run and 4 hours of cutscenes. So I'm gonna eat some. I'm only cutting ones in the subtitles. Thank you. Hanako is one of the mods on the speedrun.com board for Life is Strange.
That's my family.
So shout out to Hanako.
Oh, boo-hoo.
But I'm gonna have some. I have some cheese balls here. We're gonna eat some cheese balls while we watch this.
I bet your respectable family would help me out if I went to them.
Man, I can see the headlines now.
Leave them out of this, bitch.
Bitch doesn't
I can
count.
tell everybody Nathan Prescott is a punk ass who begs like a little girl and talks to himself.
You don't know
All right, so
I am or who
spoiler
you're
alert.
around with.
Chloe. So Chloe's the other main character in this game. She gets shot right now.
Ever.
It counts? All right, fair enough.
I'm so sick
Still
of
3.
people trying to control me.
Oh, it counts.
Getting hella
If
worse.
whatever Boyk says go, whatever Boyk says goes. So we're gonna do this.
Missed your punk ass, would they?
Get that gun away from me, psycho!
And there, she just got shot, and we have vaguely held our hand out and turned back time. So we're gonna find out what happens if Cher could turn back time, if she could find a way.
Whoa. What the fuck?
That one absolutely counts. Separate hell account is also acceptable.
I was in the bathroom. He shot that poor girl.
Everything counts up to 7 so far. I am... Well, it's okay.
I was back here.
Donating to charity, there are worse things. Alright, so we're gonna be... Now we're introduced...
I already heard this lecture.
From light to shadow, from color.
Now,
Now we're gonna be introduced to the rewind. So that's the main, like, interesting mechanic in this game.
This is real.
It's real! Oh my god! Anyway, so we've broken our camera, so let's turn back time to fix it.
Edition in black and white.
So this is the tutorial part of
I might
of
as
it.
well go all the way. Can I actually reverse time?
And holy cow, we did it! Unbelievable.
Actually did it.
And so now we are going to we're gonna just redo this entire scene again, literally. Diane Arbus.
Sophie, Jefferson asked me a question. If he does again, I'll know this is for real.
Kids call a selfie. A dumb word for a wonderful photographic tradition. And
Max has a gift.
I know I'm not dreaming this.
you all know, the
It's
photo
real.
portrait has been popular
I can
since
tell.
the early 1800s. Your generation
So I
was not
can
the
go
first
back
to
in
use
time.
images
I can go back in
for
time.
expression.
What if
Sorry,
that girl
I
isn't
couldn't
dead
resist.
yet? Can I save her?
Oh, so I want to just
Always been a
point out
aspect of art.
8 swears, 1 hella. I'm
You
into
can
that.
Go to the bathroom quickly and check it out.
So yes. So now that we've actually seen, the only time we can ever skip cutscenes is when we've already seen it before, and we actually go back in time in the narrative.
We can talk more after class.
Then we can.
Is there anybody here
Shit.
who knows their stuff?
Jefferson.
There's
wants
another
to
one.
keep me after class.
So now we rewind
I
again,
need time to save
and so now we have to answer the question correctly.
The process to give portraits a sharp reflection.
So we're gonna rewind real fast.
Now
Now we're slowly stuck in the retro zone. Sad face.
Very good, Victoria.
What if I rewind again?
So we're rewinding again here. Another mechanic is you can so rewind is right trigger.
The Daguerrean process.
So right
Invented
trigger
by a French
is
painter Louis Daguerre around 1830.
right trigger is basically run, and left trigger is basically rewind.
Nice work, Max.
So you can rewind. You can actually combine those two things, and you can do fast rewind by pressing LT and RT at the same time. I'm using an Xbox One controller for the record. Controller
Learn
is
more when you
the
actually finish
more
reading the assigned chapters. Max,
is the preferred version. Is the preferred way to run this game, just
Don't
because.
forget the deadline to submit a photo in the Everyday Heroes contest. I'll fly out
Left,
with the winner to San
rewind,
Francisco, where you'll be feted by
So
the
I actually have
world.
written notes here because I haven't memorized this entire game just yet. I know a lot of it, but it's not all memorized.
Taylor, don't hide. I'm still waiting for your entry too. And yes, Max,
Yeah, so there are glitches later. There are no glitches in this level, so I actually have VSync on for the sake of my frame rate.
You're not
But
dreaming. It's time to be an everyday hero. Excuse me.
but there are glitches that you can only do on controller on PC with VSync off. So that's how most people run this.
I'd never let
I'm not avoiding, just
biding time.
Yes. So any choice that I make here is because
exactly.
Max says the fewest things possible. So now we're introduced to a different.
John Lennon once said that life is what
hey,
happens
it's
while
that
you're busy
guy.
making other plans. Go on now.
Don't let me stop
Don't
you.
let me stop you.
So I'm going to rewind here because they forced me to. So LB lets you rewind to your last decision, and in this case the decision was the response. And now we can just skip everything and go to the bathroom here. So we're just mashing skip, and we're done. All right. So skip is RB.
I hope I have
So now we're running. Now we're running properly. So this is how we learn how to run. So now you can see that this is a different. You can see it's a different animation for Max here. She's running. This is a proper run here. Call it a light jog, but we're gonna do that. And this actually spawns another cutscene, so I'm not controlling Max anymore.
Retrace every step.
All right, and now I'm going to do 4 things in a row. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the fire alarm to distract Nathan so he doesn't shoot my best friend, who I don't recognize yet, by the way. We only recognize it way later. We recognize her way later. But I want it on the record she didn't recognize her best friend. So, what am I doing now?
Them out of this
Mash
bitch.
look. So I'm going to look at the fire alarm here.
Nathan Prescott is a punk ass who begs like a little girl and talks
Movement
to
left
himself.
to use. So I'm going to grab the hammer here.
Fuck I am, or who you're messing around with.
Where'd you get that? What are you doing? Come on,
I
put
need
that
a hammer to break it open.
I'm so sick of people trying to control me.
You are going to get in hella more trouble for this than drugs.
And we have one cycled. So we did actually one cycle the shot, which is good.
Touch me again, freak.
That's one of the more quote-unquote technical parts of the run. So I'm glad I did that correctly. Another bad day.
Shitty day.
All right.
Did not happen.
So that was the first portion of the run there. In my splits, that was the first split. Ooh, nice little frame drops there. Good stuff.
What the fuck is going on? Do not freak out.
All right, so I call this portion of the game, I call this getting yelled at repeatedly. So we're first being yelled at by David, the security guard here.
Excuse for what?
For whatever you're up to, your face is covered in guilt.
The alarm tripped me out.
Then trip on out of here, Missy.
Missy.
Or are you hiding something? Huh?
So we're gonna find out later that David is the quote-unquote step ass that Chloe was referring to earlier.
Please turn off that alarm since that's your job.
So that's gonna be complicated. So we're gonna talk to Mr. Wells here, and we're gonna get yelled at by Principal Wells now.
You look a little stressed out. Are you okay?
I'm just a little worried about my...
Future.
You're sweating pinballs. Is that all you're thinking about?
I'm gonna eat some more
Always be
cheese
upfront,
balls here.
Max.
Oh, I'm gonna lie to the principal real quick. That ends up being a really good.
Well, Max,
Yeah, lying to this particular principal is probably a good move, no matter what.
I just
So.
got sick in class.
That's what I did in my casual playthrough. I also lied at him. He doesn't strike me as a
you
particularly
think that's the first
trustworthy
time
person.
someone's
So
used that line on me?
It's the truth. I felt dizzy in Mr.
Also,
Jefferson's
it's
class.
faster.
Tell me what you're hiding. You can trust me.
There's nothing to hide. I got sick. It
all right.
happened
So now we're
to
gonna
me.
exit the building. Now we're gonna go to my dorm.
I've heard enough. Don't think I don't know what goes on around here. You've only been here for 3 weeks, and you're already causing conflict.
Told you, you're just getting yelled
I don't
at
think your
constantly.
parents will approve when they find out. Now get outside with class, please.
Yes. Okay. All right.
No, he does not buy that.
So we're leaving. So the reason I looked at Rachel's missing poster is because otherwise, if we don't do that, then you are forced to look at it right here, and it's a much slower animation. So some speed tech. We're doing it. Speed tech. So we're gonna head straight to the. So this part of the game you're supposed to use this time to get to know your fellow classmates, but instead I'm gonna run by all of them and go to the dorms instead because it's faster.
Before he blows my phone up.
Okay, I better get to my dorm and grab that flash drive.
14 and 2 hellas. Nice. Feels good, man. All right, so now we've gotten yelled at by David, and we've gotten yelled at by the principal, and now we're gonna get yelled at by Victoria.
I need to go to my room and...
Also, I'm not going to save. So Alyssa is a poor, very unlucky woman in this game, and each episode.
The selfie hoe of Blackwell. What a lame gimmick. Even Mark.
All right, so this is another kind of technical part of the run. Yeah, Alyssa's very unlucky, and there's always an opportunity to save her. We're not gonna save her at all.
Say that. I guess you got your meds filled.
Oh yeah, this is actually one of the best lines in the whole game right here.
Since you know all the answers, I guess you have to find another way into the dorm. We ain't moving. Oh wait, hold that pose.
You're counting selfie hoe? That's fair, I suppose.
So original.
So yeah, there's a really good line
Don't
here.
worry, Max. I'll put a vintage photo.
This is one of the also another kind of technical part of the run here, where this is if you go fast enough, you can one cycle this entire section. So we're gonna look at Samuel, and then we're going to
paint the window.
turn on the sprinklers. And then we're going to loosen up the can of paint.
Are you kidding?
And once we loosen up the can of paint, then Sam will drop it on Victoria's cashmere, and we'll be able to get into the dorms.
You look.
There's another one.
I can't even chill on the steps.
All right, we're gonna go. And we have tampered with the bucket, so that was a 1 cycle as well. So yeah, run's going pretty well so far, and so we're kind of done here.
Okay, let's see if
Water on the cashmere, paint on the cashmere. There's another swear coming up here. Hell doesn't count since it's a place in Michigan. There it is. No effing way.
Victoria?
Oh, Samuel is sorry.
Red paint is not good for hair, no.
Get the hell away from me, weirdo.
So now we're gonna go in here, and as usual, we're actually gonna be really mean. And once again, given the opportunity between to be nice or mean, we're gonna pick mean because it's faster.
Don't say a word, Max.
Oh, wait, hold that pose.
So yeah, we're total
And
meanie.
no filter needed before I post this.
All right. So we've gotten done getting yelled at. We do get yelled at more in this game,
To my room.
but that was the end of the getting yelled at portion, and now we're gonna wander around a dorm for a while.
Maybe I shouldn't have.
So we're gonna solve other people's problems. So we need to get our friend Warren's flash drive. That was what the. So we have there's a cell phone mechanic in this game that is almost never ever used, basically.
Hurry, Courtney.
And the only time we actually ever do it. So we're gonna look at this sticky note.
Looks like Dana. Great. Now I have to go get the flash drive from Dana's room.
And now Dana's now gonna be locked in the room by Juliet. So I'm gonna talk to Juliet. Left. Okay. So I'm gonna talk to Juliet and see what's wrong.
Hey, Juliet. Is everything cool?
So yeah, so we have the journal mechanic. If you press select, and it shows up. It shows like your cell phone and the messages. But we're just gonna ignore everybody because it's faster.
Why do you care? Why are you even asking me? You never talk. Just zone out with your camera.
So
That's
yeah,
why I'm talking to you now.
What's my last name?
her last name's Watson.
Juliet Watson. Duh.
I'm flattered.
So now we're gonna break into somebody else's room because it's unlocked because her friends, Victoria's friends, went and got some paper towels from her room. So now her room's unlocked and we're gonna be able to go in and use her laptop. That is actually a theme throughout the game. We use other people's stuff all the time. It's really invasive.
She saw the sext, and Zachary won't answer his phone. Once Dana admits it, she can go straight to hell.
So we're gonna go into Victoria's room right now. Use the laptop, print the email, and grab the email from the printer. All right. It's not so much hacking as it is looking.
This better convince Juliet that Dana is innocent.
All right, so now we're gonna go present this email that we didn't read, but ostensibly Max did read extremely quickly, so we're going to show Juliet this, and that will free Dana. Professional looker. She's super. Well, that's actually what she is. She's a photographer.
I'm an asshole. I'm sorry.
That one definitely counts.
You are. And I hope so. You really think I'd mess around with Zachary?
No, but I get stupid jealous.
Max is a looker, TBH.
Still love me?
And you do my laundry.
Thanks, Max. You're like the Blackwell Ninja.
She is the
Let's
Blackwell
see what
Ninja.
Zach has to say about Victoria.
All right, fun little tidbit. Fun little tidbit.
Warren's flash drive is on my desk.
We're gonna spend the minimal amount of time we need in this room, but if you root around her stuff, including going through her trash, then you will find out
Get the flash
that there was a positive pregnancy test.
Chase it down again.
And so now we can leave and go talk to Warren. So there is a positive pregnancy test in her bathroom, and only 2% of people have ever looked in there, according to the statistics by Square Enix. That counted as 2. I got stuck on some wires, and I'm not gonna rewind because I'm not gonna help Alyssa ever. All right, so here's another friend. Her name is Kate Marsh. Very good things happen to her throughout the entire game.
Understand what I'm saying?
And we're watching her get yelled at, and we're gonna take a photo. So we had two choices there. We could have helped a friend or been or not, and it's faster not to and to be a bad friend. So we're gonna be a bad friend.
Leave me alone.
This happens again in this specific episode. Even we have another chance to be a good friend, and we choose not to. So now we're gonna actually leave the dorm. So now we're gonna talk to our friend Warren. Warren is our friend-zoned male love interest type character. We do nothing but friend-zone him the whole time, and he is very in love with us. So now we're gonna go to his car, and it's gonna be very awkward. Max didn't say it, but it showed up in the subtitle. That's mean. That's just mean. But I'll accept it.
Man, I should have done something. That guy was an asshole.
Another one. So now we're gonna talk to Warren.
What up, Max? How are you?
Ooh, awkward.
Thanks.
No problem.
So now this is just a long conversation with Warren, so we can. It's very awkward. So I'm gonna let you guys listen to it while I mash the answers to the dialogue.
I'm in Newburgh, just 60 miles away.
You're in the wrong time, Warren. But then...
So am I.
You okay?
It's been one strange fucking day.
There's another one.
Man, I saw that Victoria didn't take down that pic of you on Facebook. Major bitch move.
Facebook.
I don't want to talk about it.
Also, I tell him I don't want to talk about it 2 separate times in this like 20-second conversation.
I wouldn't push your luck, Warren. Not in the mood today.
So, did you get a chance to check out the movie booty on my flash drive?
No, I've been way too busy with class.
So yeah, I'm gonna be standoffish and kind of distant because it's faster. The answer to being mean this whole time is I'm just. The only time we're ever nice to any of our friends is if it moves the Oh, that one I had to pick, even though it's cost me money because it's faster.
I laughed my ass off.
So you're sensitive.
Ouch, that sounds awful.
The only time we're actually nice to anybody in this game is if it moves the narrative forward.
Means won't be having sex with you.
Oh God, you need a sensitive woman to kick your ass.
If I was lucky. Speaking of hip and fast.
So now Nathan is gonna ruin our fun here, and it's gonna get real hairy really fast.
But you seem distracted.
I don't want to talk about it again.
Speak about it. This is kind of a crazy day for me.
Okay, so now this is when Nathan comes and ruins our fun. I'm gonna eat some cheese balls.
I may be a pest, but I'm a good listener.
For reals, Warren, this is between you and me, not social media.
So she's about to tell him, but then she doesn't, and then he only finds out in episode 5, 5 hours from now.
Experience in Mr. Jefferson's class today. I mean,
it should be an extra than having to deal. I don't know. Warren's so nice. All he does is help us the whole time. He headbutts Nathan in the face. He tells us how to make a pipe bomb. He gives us good advice at the very end of the game during the apocalypse. I don't know. He's great.
I know you'd like to take
Shout out to Warren.
Especially when you're hiding out in the bathrooms. You best tell me what you saw. Now.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What are you talking about?
I know you're new here, but don't even play stupid with me.
I'm not new. I've lived.
So yeah, you can hear me mashing responses here because I know what response I need to do coming up.
Then you don't have to worry about me. Worry about yourself.
Don't analyze me. So Nathan has a complex. He's a crazy person, and he doesn't like being called crazy.
I could call the police.
All right. So that's the end of. So this is there's a nice long cutscene here.
Hey, leave him alone.
Nobody tells me what to do. Not my parents, not the principal, or that whore in the bathroom.
Oh, I'm ready for Black Mesa. Isn't that the finale of the whole thing? I'm super ready for Black Mesa.
Chloe?
No way.
So now they know.
You again. Oh, go! I got this.
So yeah, so Warren gets his ass kicked here.
Get your punk asses out of there now! Don't even try to run. Nobody. Nobody.
All right, there we go. So now this is the whole Chloe's house portion of this this episode. We're gonna spend some time with Chloe reconnecting after I ghosted her for 5 years.
And dangerous. This day never ends.
Oh, and thanks, Chloe.
Do it, Alex.
After 5 years, you're still Max Caulfield. Don't give me the guilty face. At least pretend you're glad to see me.
I am seriously glad to see
All right, so this is a long conversation in the truck.
you. Oh, and thanks, Chloe. It makes perfect sense I'd see you today.
Yes. it's been that kind of day.
Okay, I think we're okay.
So what did that freak want with you?
I have no idea.
All right, so we're just gonna
I know
respond
he's a press
curtly
guy.
and distantly
An
as usual.
asshole.
Even though I haven't seen this person in... I saved her life, in fairness,
Yeah,
accidentally.
I owe him big.
Incidentally saved her life, but we haven't seen her in a long time, but we're just gonna be very
You're already
quiet here.
causing trouble.
I thought it would be quiet here. Feels so weird to be back.
So I guess Seattle sucked hard?
No.
No, it felt like a real city for artists. Big and bright.
So yeah, so this is the other main character,
Must
Chloe
be hard
Price.
coming back to a hick town like Arcadia.
And she's the big personality.
Please
If
don't.
Max is our straight
I
man,
came back
then
for Blackwell Academy.
Chloe is our Kramer.
Only for
From
Mark
Seinfeld.
Jefferson. He was a pretty famous photographer in the 90s. I've always loved
Right,
his
right,
work.
right, left.
Those that can't do.
So there's one more
Trying to
answer
reason
here
why.
before we
Don't you
actually
think I'm happy to see you?
finish this
No.
run.
You were happy to wait 5 years. without
Finish
call or
this
even text.
this truck ride.
I wanted to. I was just so tripped out over leaving Arcadia.
Oh please! I'm sure your phone and laptop were frozen in time.
You're merciless.
You've been at Blackwell
Chloe is
for almost
100% right
letting
here.
me know. Enough said.
I just wanted to settle in first and not be such a shy cliche.
There's no excuse. Max is just
I
terrible.
totally would have contacted you.
I bet you don't use these sad excuses
All
on
right.
Mr. Jefferson.
So this is
Don't
another
use them on me,
it's another long cutscene where we drive to Chloe's house in silence. All right, all right. So we're getting pretty close to the end here. I have 2 more splits.
Oh, man, are you cereal?
I am
Haven't
cereal.
heard that one in a while.
I have cheese balls. I wish I
Not
had cereal though.
everything changes. Except my camera has officially taken a shit.
There's another one.
My step douche has a boatload of tools. Maybe you can fix it at my place.
I need very specific
Oh.
tiny tools.
Nerd alert.
Really good
My
line.
stepdad has a fully stocked garage.
And he actually is a tiny tool. Very good line.
Welcome home,
Solid
Max.
line. So this is when we find out that David the security guard is actually Chloe's stepdad. I'm just drowning in a bunch of chords here. Step douche doesn't count. Come on. Come on. If you wanted to. More money for the kids. Alright. Don't be shy. Come in.
Don't be shy.
The house still looks nice.
Home
40
sweet
with
home.
step douche. Good. We're almost done here. Let's see, where are we going? So now we're going to turn on the light and strike up a conversation by invading her personal space. Let's go.
My room looks a bit different than the last time you saw it.
It's cool. At least we can chill out.
This isn't exactly my chill out
Right.
zone. My step Fuhrer makes sure of that. Come in and close the door. Put on some music while I medicate.
All right, we've turned on the light. And then we're going to find a CD, but instead we're just going to invade her personal space. Oh, I've done this badly. There's the rust right there. That was just rust. I found a CD. Hot Jams. Mixed CDs in 2015. So that's Rachel. This is the third person in the important character trifecta.
Hey, give me that.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to be nosy. Obviously, she was a good friend.
It's putting it mildly.
That's right, 420. Let's go.
So, who is she?
Also, I think the middle finger that Chloe's giving in the picture counts as well, for the
She was
record.
my
I'm letting that one
angel.
count.
After my dad died and you moved, I felt abandoned. Rachel saved my life.
Man, I had no idea.
Well, you never made
The
I'm glad she
backstory.
was there for you.
Max and Chloe were childhood friends.
We were gonna kick the world's ass.
Max and Chloe were childhood
We would
friends.
laugh at how different we were.
Max moves away
She wanted to be a
and
star.
totally breaks contact with her.
That was her plan.
And so Rachel became Chloe's best friend. And if you're interested in that portion of the story, you can play the prequel called Life is Strange Before the Storm, where you play as Chloe as the main character and Rachel is the Chloe. Also
When
recommended.
did Rachel actually
I do not
disappear?
speedrun that game though.
6 months ago, she just left Arcadia without a word.
I'm not gonna spoil the actual what actually happened to
parents?
Rachel,
Are they looking for
in
her?
case anybody here
They're
wants to actually
denial.
play the game,
Max, I know she's
because I do
missing.
recommend it if you haven't
I
played it.
assume you know more than that.
Before Rachel left, she said she met somebody who changed her life. And poof,
It's another long
And you
cutscene.
haven't heard anything from her since?
like everybody in my life. My dad, you, and Rachel.
Her dad died as well.
Can you put on some music now?
All right, so this is I think the last really technical, quote unquote technical part of the run's coming up here, where I have to go retrieve the tools from the garage. Yeah, I think there might have been a couple of frame drops. That's okay. We're fine. No swears were lost though. Don't worry. I don't have any drop frames on my end, so I'm not sure what happens.
Anyway,
Maybe it's
you
a
can find
hiccup on
tools
my
to fix your camera
internet.
in the garage.
Chloe, are you okay?
So this is another.
Awesome. I just want
No
to
swears were lost though. So we're gonna go to the garage and we're gonna use we're reacquainting ourselves with the rewind mechanic again here. Fun fact, I never
I haven't
could
seen
find the
this place in
garage when I
5
first started
years.
running this
I
game.
should be able to find the tools I need here. Ooh, precision screwdrivers. Except I can't reach them.
This was a backup. This was actually a backup, and another runner had
That
to
was
drop,
very
unfortunately.
Smart, dumbass. No can reach.
Pushing the cardboard? No, I've done the wrong thing here.
Man, I should have done that before they fell.
So I've done the wrong thing here. That's fine. It's fine. So now we're going to do that. Yep. And now we push the cardboard in. This will not be... World. I'm actually very excited I get to run this in a marathon. It's a very interesting, different kind of game. Alright. And now we will fix our camera. Frames, hello? Oh, are we dropping frames again? Interesting. I think it's actually my desktop is choking for some reason. I should have turned off more things probably. It's fine. Is everything okay now at least? Seems like encoding, yeah, probably.
So,
It's fine. It's a little
Can't
choppy.
Fix this thing.
It's a little choppy, we'll be fine.
are these your new photos?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is how Chloe finds out that
Booty
Max was in the
eyes, Hank.
bathroom and she's the one who pulled the fire alarm.
Nice framing too. Are you shitting me? That asshole's everywhere.
That was 2.
Wait, I've seen it.
All right, we're on the last page of my notes here.
When did you take
We
it?
did not
You
drop any
took
swears.
this photo, you brat? In the bathroom today. You set off the alarm. That's why Nathan raged after you. It totally makes sense. You hella saved my life.
Hella.
Now tell me the truth, Max.
I wasn't there.
Oh yeah, lying is
After
faster.
5 years, I can still tell when you're lying.
Okay, I was there.
Sherlock.
That is so badass.
Oh yeah, I almost wet myself when I saw the gun.
So, did you recognize me?
Not at all.
Not at
'Cause
all.
I'm not a good
Your hair
friend.
and clothes are so different.
I hope so. I'm sure this is all so weird to you after coming back.
Like you said, it's been that kind of day.
So you must have overheard our conversation.
Just a bit.
Also
There's no
lying
way
because
you
it's
didn't hear
faster.
every
All right,
single
so this is the other time where we're gonna be a bad friend
I only
here.
heard something about money, drugs, but that's it.
Now for the big question. Did you tell anybody?
I did not tell the principal.
No, I didn't know what to do.
I don't blame you. That's some intense shit.
Maybe I should go to the principal.
The principal? Are you still 12? That drunk jackass only cares about cash for Blackwell Academy. Don't trust him.
Seriously, I didn't blab to
All right.
anybody.
So now what's gonna happen is
God.
there's a long cutscene again,
I'll tell you more someday.
and
Seriously, though, Max.
then David, the stepdad, is going to intrude on us, and I'm gonna have to hide. That's what's gonna happen here. We're gonna mosh. We're gonna see some really good dancing as well. Solid dancing coming up here.
This was my real father's camera. I want you to have it.
That's so cool. You remember
Yeah, that's
that.
right. Well, Shaka Bra is
But I can't
in
take
episode
it.
2,
Of course you can.
but
My
it's
dad
still
would be
pretty
pissed
good.
If I never used it, and now I know it'll be used awesomely. And I'll snag this picture as a symbol of our reunion. Cool?
Yes, of course it's cool. Thank you. This camera is so
It's when
sweet.
Shaka Bra is
Oh,
when
yeah,
Max
the
tries on
commercials
Rachel's
are away.
clothes
I feel like
in
stage
episode
fright.
2 after going to the
Let's thrash
pool.
this place.
You're crazy.
Yep, I'm fucking insane in the brain.
That one's
Let's
another one.
dance. Shake that bony white ass.
Or take a
my
picture of me.
with your new camera.
So we're gonna take a picture of her first. So let's take a picture. And then we're gonna dance a little bit. We're ready. Let's go. Ready for some dancing? I'm ready for some dancing.
This song fucking rules. Can't dance, hippie? Come on. Rock out, girl. Yes, break it down, Max. Yo, turn it off. Turn it off.
All right. So now David has intruded on us, and now let's go ahead and hide.
On. Asshole.
I'm coming up. We need to talk.
Oh, no fucking way. You
So
need
let's
to hide
use the
now.
closet.
My stepdad will kill me if he finds you here.
So we're gonna break a lamp and then rewind time and not break a
Chill, I'm
lamp.
changing. Is that okay? Max, find a place to
Hide now.
Chloe,
I'm
what are you
coming.
doing? Chloe, you're stalling.
I'm changing. Give me a minute.
So now we're gonna rewind real fast.
I'm
What are
coming.
you doing? Chloe, you're stalling.
Oh yeah.
I'm changing. Give me a minute.
Don't get
So I'm donating per swear word to make up for all the swears
1 second.
for a marathon
My
run.
bra is stuck. Shit.
What's going on in here?
This is good.
Jesus, I'm just trying on clothes. You're so friggin'
Really good
picky.
line here.
Yeah, combat will do that to you. One of my guns is missing. Did you take it?
Oh God, I
She
didn't
did.
take
She
your
she took the
gun.
gun. She took the
You don't
gun.
believe in gun control?
Wait.
Is that grass? Have you been toking up in here?
Gun
420.
speed? You were tripping balls.
I'm sick of your disrespect. Tell me the truth. That's an order. Whose is it?
So yeah, so we had the opportunity to help a friend here, and once again, it's faster to be bad friend. So we bad friend,
You'd leave Joyce like now.
and that's the side effect of being a bad friend, unfortunately.
Chloe, I'm sorry. I care about your mother, and you just keep pushing me.
All right.
By
So
the way,
that's the
I
end of
approved
the
you got all up in
that's
Aunt
the end
Martha's
of
face
the
today.
Chloe's
Something
house
like
arc
proof.
of the episode here.
You best stay out of my work.
Then stay out of my life.
Chloe, someday you'll grow up.
Yeah, this guy sucks. The stepdad is the worst. It takes a long time for him to get
Hey,
redeemed,
you okay?
but it's not good.
Welcome to the
He
real
does
step
suck.
douches of Arcadia Bay.
I'm sorry.
For what? He would have been a bigger dick if he caught you in here.
That's hard to believe.
Anyway, let's sneak out the window. There is one cool place we can go to in this hick hole.
All right, so we're gonna go to the cool place, which is the lighthouse.
Such a mean bastard to Chloe. What if I had stepped up to help?
Yeah, what if I had been a good friend? No. Why would we do that? We're a terrible Max. This is the terrible Max playthrough here. I might not do $5 per swear, but I will donate per swear and per hella. It's a very swear heavy game. It actually gets worse over time, believe it or not. All right. So now we're back in the lighthouse, which is, spoiler alert, where we were during the dream. Except it's not raining. So yeah.
I haven't been here in forever. So why do I feel like I was just here?
Cause you were just here. Remember?
This is the exact same path I was
There it
on
is.
during my nightmare today.
There it is. So now we're gonna talk to Chloe, have a nice conversation, and that's gonna basically be the end of it. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, I apologize for the framey frames. That's on me. That's my
Or if
bad.
he's so lucky, they can always escape.
Totally my bad.
Sure you don't want to be alone?
Deer. Yeah, the deer in the marathon. That's right. Left.
Are you pissed at me?
I wasn't paying attention.
Wanted some backup.
I'm not as brave as you. And David is indeed...
Yeah, this is Pacific Northwest as well.
I'm sorry you had to experience it firsthand.
I'm a West Coaster, so I'm into it.
Has he always been this way?
Ever since my desperate mom dragged his ass to our home, I never trusted David.
I'm glad I took his photo with Kate.
Ouch.
Just
Sorry.
in case.
Sorry, guys.
Why was he all up in
Just
his
smacked my microphone.
He has some kind of weird agenda.
He has a lot of secret files. Rambo still thinks he's gathering enemy intelligence. Did you take a peek?
What files?
David
Yeah,
stashes
we
secret
find the
X
files
in
later.
there.
They're
Aside
hidden
from
behind the
Waltz,
car
he secures them now.
in like a
That kinda
locker.
creeps me out. I bet the truth is out there in his files.
Most likely, but it's good you didn't find his files. He would go ballistic. He's a total surveillance fetish. Where are there spy cams in the house?
Sometimes ignorance is bliss.
No wonder I'm so miserable. Everybody in this town knows everybody's secrets.
What's Nathan's secret?
He's an elite asshole who sells bad shit cut with laxative. And he dosed me with some drug in his room.
What?
I met him in some shithole bar that didn't card me. He was too rich.
We're up
for
to
the
like
place,
70
too
swear
risky
words,
for
aren't we?
flashing bills.
Just tell me what happened, Chloe. Now.
I was an idiot. I thought he was so blazed it would be an easy score.
You needed to
69.
know
Nice.
So
Nice.
yes, I owe big time. And I thought I'd have enough for me and Rachel if she showed up.
How much do you owe?
So we have two. We have two more. We have two
And
more.
before I could get a chunk of that from Nathan, he dosed my drink with some shit.
God, Chloe. I can't believe this. I mean, I do.
So we have two more responses
I know
here,
I passed
and then
out
we're
on
done
the
with
floor.
all dialogue and for the
I
rest of
woke
the
up
game
and
here.
that perv was smiling, crawling towards me with a camera.
Go on.
Everything was a blur. I tried to kick him in the balls and broke a lamp. Nathan freaked, so I managed to bum rush the door and get the hell out. Max, it was insane.
Chloe, that is so fucked
Once
up.
again, a faster response cost me
What did
actual
you do
money.
then?
That's
I
unfortunate.
figured I would make
Well, it's
him
actually
feel
fine.
to keep quiet. So we met in the bathroom.
And he brought a gun.
That was Nathan's last mistake.
This is good. More money for the charity, and also we go fast.
Not just to you.
All right, so that was the end of
Good thing I
all
didn't tell anyone.
dialogue in the
Nathan
game.
pressed
So
me
now
better watch his back now.
we're just gonna have one more nightmare sequence, and we'll be done.
You were here
So
today, Max. You
time is
saved me.
coming up in the next
I'm still
minute or
tripping
so,
on
I
you.
guess. I'm guessing.
Seeing you after all these years feels like
Destiny.
Oh, it's gonna get real framey here because I forgot to. In my haste to get ready, I forgot to shut down some other applications.
if this is destiny, I hope we can find Rachel.
We do find Rachel, don't worry.
I miss her, Max. This shit pit has taken away everyone I've ever loved. I'd like to drop a bomb on Arcadia Bay and turn it to fucking glass.
More swears. Alright, time for some loud nightmare sequencing. Gonna be real framey, I'm sure.
Oh no!
Not again! Man! Alright, let's not mess this up. This is a fun way to lose a lot of time, so we're gonna not do it.
Why am I here again?
So we're gonna go up the right side of the path to avoid the boulder. So let's avoid the boulder.
Chloe's
There's the
still up
boulder.
there? I have to find out.
Alright, so this tree's gonna fall on us, as you can see. Alright, and now we're going to walk by it. Now. Once time is up, swears aren't counted. I'm good with that. There's a little, so I'm going to go ahead and get out of the way here. And go. Alright, time's coming up here in a few seconds here, so just heads up.
Oh my lord!
We have to wait for this this tree trunk to get bounced out of the way here. And once we grab this time, it's time is when we grab this newspaper. Time. There's a little ending cutscene that is fun to watch if we have a little time.
That's only 4 days away.
47:08. So my personal best is a 46:40, and world record is a low 46. Hanako can verify that.
Straight for the town.
But there's this one guy who has all of the.
Chloe, you're here. I'm back.
Isn't yesterday? Yeah, it happened yesterday.
It's real.
We have one guy who basically has all the IL world records now, Avuka. So shout out to Avuka.
I didn't black out.
73 swears,
I had
3
another
hellos. Just gonna donate $100.
Wiped out by a tornado.
Oregon gets about 5 tornadoes every 20 years. You just zone.
No, I saw it. I could actually
Hella.
feel the electricity in the air.
Come on. take a
Thanks for
breath.
tallying, Hanako.
Chloe, I'm not
Appreciate it.
crazy. But there's something else I have to tell you. Something hardcore.
Talk to me, Max.
I had the same vision earlier in class. When I came out of it, I discovered I could reverse time. Like I said, not crazy.
But high, right?
Listen to me. How do you think
This actually helps you out later.
Reversing time? Yeah, sure.
I saw
Nice.
you get shot, Chloe.
Glad I could help
Saw you
somehow.
actually die. I was able to go back and hit the fire alarm.
Okay, I see you're a geek now with a great imagination, but this isn't anime or a video game. People don't have those powers,
It's
Max.
like two or three more minutes of cutscenes here, so you guys can cut whenever you'd like to, but
been a
it's up to you
hell
guys.
insane fucking day. What the hell is this?
It's not anime. It is a video game, though.
80 degrees.
Literally a video game.
How?
Climate change.
Or a storm is coming. So now Chloe is bought in.
Start from the beginning.
There you go.
Tell me everything.
Cool. Let's play it out then. There's only a little bit left, so. There's David. In waterfalls. So we haven't met Joyce yet, but that's Chloe's mom, Joyce. She works at the diner. I thank you for allowing me to do so. I actually really love running this game. It's like it's a nice chill game where you can chit chat with you can pay attention to chat, and it's just a lot of fun. Poor Kate Marsh, I feel so sorry for her. But I would like to thank Valuethon for accepting this run and letting me show it off, because it's a game that I would really like. We have a speedrun.com. Our speedrun.com page has a couple of really good guides on how to actually start running this game and Life is Strange 2. And yeah, and I would if you like running 5-hour games where you input like 4 times in the whole run, then I would recommend this run for sure. I really enjoy it. I enjoy it more than I anticipated I would. This all started with me just wanting to run the episode 1 IL because I like the game, and I got suckered into running the whole game. So, and yeah, that's the whole run. Thank you guys. I'll be back tomorrow for a couple more runs later in the marathon. But yeah, that's gonna be it from me for now. So have a good one, everyone.